The Isa Cultural Center hosted a musical evening in cooperation with the Embassy of the Federal Republic of Germany to the Kingdom of Bahrain in the context of the cultural relations between Bahrain and Germany. The Bahraini people love and admire art and share the same thing with the German people. Cultural and artistic activities are a key element in the bilateral relations between the two countries.
Today we had a wonderful event. Friends of Bahrain, the Karlsruher duo, came here. They are outstanding musicians who actually came for the third time to Bahrain. And December is a month in Germany and in Bahrain where a lot of things are happening and where life is really hectic. Tonight's evening was a wonderful point of harmony and peace where we live together with the language of music, which reaches all people irrespective of their language, their beliefs, their religion, and they can just share together this moment, which we live together in Sheikh Isa Cultural Center, a wonderful place for such events.
The German duo Dagmar Hartmann and Reinhard Armelder presented outstanding pieces of the finest European classical orchestral arrangements from the years 1810 to 1975. Violinist Armelder accompanied pianist Hartmann as they played a composition from the 1920s.
I thought that this performance was really mesmerizing. I think that Reinhard and Dagmar from Karlsruhe have done a fantastic job. The quality of music you can realize by how silent the room was. And we all speak different languages, Arabic and German and English, but you realize from listening to music, we all speak one language.
It was a very beautiful event. Actually, it was fascinating to see the performance of Mr. Armleder and Ms. Hartmann. It was very beautiful, and I really enjoy this setting. It's beautiful here, this whole building. So I'm quite positively surprised, I have to tell you.
The evening was attended by Assistant Foreign Minister Abdullah bin Faisal bin Jabr al-Dosari, Member of Shura Council, Member of Board of Trustees of Isa Cultural Center, Dr. Muhammad al-Khuzai, and number of diplomats.
Name is called Tsugaru Don Kara Bushi, and the reason for this song to be the most famous and popular is purely because version.
The Japanese ambassador thanked the Bahrain Culture Antiquities Authority for its effort in promoting cultural cooperation between the two countries, expressing the hope that the ceremony will reflect the cultural spirit of Japan and the Japanese people.
This performance comes in line with our long-standing partnership with Japan in the field of cultural heritage, and we're very happy to welcome a group of performers presenting folk music in Japan, as well with a contemporary twist. I always believe that these band and performers who repurpose traditional instruments and traditional methods into contemporary rhymes and so forth always add to the development and evolution of music, not just in Japan, but as a global form of intangible heritage. And we're very happy to encourage these events that are open to the public and adding to the diversity of lineup of events that are presented by the Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities during December. This is a month of festivities, and we always tend to organize a diversity of events that will suit all tastes in society, and we're very happy of the turnout that we had today, which is again a reflection of the interest of the public in attending performances from different parts of the world. We are very proud of the partnership we have in Japan. Last month we had an excavation mission from the Nara Institute in one of the sites in Bahrain, in Mugabe, which revealed some exciting findings from the Thai civilization. What we see today is a partnership in the cultural performances sector, and there are a couple of initiatives as well in the forms of fine art exhibitions, which were hosted at the museum on several occasions. So these different forms of cultural activities testify to the diversity of Japanese culture and what it can offer to the public here in Bahrain. And we've always felt that these venues that we have at the Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities are the foundation for cultural exchanges between Japan and other parts of the world as well. And we very much appreciate the public supporting our initiatives and contributing to these programmings.
The Bahrain Culture and Antiquities Authority (BACA) organized a traditional Japanese concert in cooperation with the Embassy of Japan to the Kingdom of Bahrain, hosted by the Cultural Hall on Sunday, September 9th, in the presence of Japanese Ambassador Kiyoshi Asako and many others interested in cultural affairs in the kingdom.
Today is I gave the Japanese folk music mainly, and also Akari, my music colleague. So she also another type of the music. So we play like Japanese folk music and Japanese enka, Japanese blues as well. So I was so interested in this kind of show because it's first time to perform in Bahrain. So I was so excited to perform today. I wanted to make everyone happy. So I try to always audience make happy.
Firstly, the people were so warm and welcoming, and I loved performing for the audience in Bahrain. And I think it's very important that the music connects people's mind. Wherever they are from, we can connect together and get together. So that's the most important message that I wanted to convey, and it was very successful. Well, to be able to come to a country like Bahrain is a very special and unique experience for traditional Japanese musicians, and we are very, very lucky to be here. To be honest, I never thought that Bahrain is such a modern, and Hibiki and I both enjoy the people, meeting people, having food, and just walking around. It's an amazing place. I loved it. Special thanks for the sponsors who brought us here, and also to the audience who came to enjoy, and the people, the staff members from the Embassy of Japan in Bahrain. They're all great, and yes, everything was so great, and I would like to thank everybody who was involved. Firstly, did you hear the difference?
During the ceremony, the audience enjoyed a variety of Japanese songs and melodies ranging from love to nostalgia to live. Japanese singer Akari Matsuki presented a collection of authentic Japanese songs and other personal creations.
Good. So,
today's show was tremendous, It was an excellent music, Japanese music. Mostly it's traditional and, mostly sung in the rural areas of the country. So it's really a tribute, to hear such a nice music after such a long time. And I would like to thank the Kingdom of Bahrain for hosting this program, of course the Ministry of Culture, and of course the Embassy of Japan who organized this program. So So I think it's a lot of fun for not only for me, but for all of the fans who are here today with us, witnessing the marvelous show.
Musician Hikiki Ashkowa presented several pieces of music on the traditional Tazara Shamsin instrument. Education Minister Dr. Majid bin Ali Al-Naimi has issued a decision approving the recommendation of the Ministry Development Commissions to make the school assignment an integral and inseparable part of the class activities. Students' home assignments will be rescinded and replaced by daily hands-on exercises implemented by students under teacher supervision inside the classroom before the end of each lesson, in order to consolidate knowledge and hone skills as well as answer the queries of students. The ministerial decision was taken up on the recommendation of the Specialized Commission after lengthy discussions over the previous months. This decision is effective from the beginning of the second semester 2018-2019. This innovative approach is compatible with the ministry's effort to develop academic curricula to suit the requirements of the 20th century and to instill requisite skills as part of the Ministry of Education efforts to revise its plans and programs according to international standards of teaching the basic subjects of math, science, and languages. Adnan Mahmoud Sheikh has won 2 prizes in Seoul International Invention Fair for his invention showcased as part of the Gulf Patent Office Pavilion. He invented a medical device intended to assist patients diagnosed with osteoarthritis and knee orthosis to enable them to work conveniently. Ala Abdurrahim, founder and CEO of Bahrain-based Butterfly Technology, dedicated the international honors to His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, His Royal Highness Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa, the Prime Minister, His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Crown Prince, Deputy Supreme Commander, and First Deputy Prime Minister, and His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, for their tremendous support to inventors to manufacture world-class products. She extended special thanks to the Economic Development Board, Tim Keane, the Minister of Youth and Sports, Bahrain Development Bank for their effective and valuable efforts in supporting the inventors and their organization's progress. Aluminum Bahrain BSC Alba, soon to be the largest smelter in the world, enhanced its position as a leader in the training and development of its employees through a workshop titled Extreme Learning, organized for the executives, directors, and managers on December 4 to the 5th, 2018 at Alba Club. Presented by communication consultant and speaker Mark McNaka, the workshop focused on providing innovative tools and methods to address and overcome the obstacles that might prevent Alba from achieving extreme ownership as we progress towards Line 6 safe startup. Commenting on the Extreme Learning Workshop, Alba's Chief Executive Officer Tim Marais said, "The only easy day is yesterday. As we get closer for this mega transformation to become the world's largest smelter, we must own everything in our project to ensure Line 6 safe startup." During the workshop, participants were engaged in state-of-art methods to accelerate the learning curve in safety for all Line 6 activities, with emphasis on best practices to integrate the newer recruits of Line 6 expansion projects. Labour and Social Development Minister Jamil bin Mohammed Ali Hamidaan met the Director General of the Executive Bureau of the GCC Labour and Social Affairs Ministers Dr. Amir Al-Hajri, who congratulated him on renewing the Royal Trust by reappointing him as a Minister of Labour and Social Development. They review the mechanisms and tasks of the Executive Bureau of the next phase in the framework of the performance of this coordination mission between the Ministries of Labour, Development and Social Affairs in the GCC countries. Dr. Al-Hajri expressed his appreciation for the achievements and projects carried out by the ministry, pointing out the ministry initiatives which contributed positively in the field of labour and strengthening the system of social protection.